All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Yahya Engin. He is the Chief Legal Officer for Gersan Elektrik. And Yahya, it's great to see you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Good to have you along. Good to have you in the studio in New York and excited to learn a bit more about your company and what you're doing. And why don't we start there? Tell me a little bit about Gersan Elektrik.
Let me say you briefly. Gersan Electric is manufacturing its bus bars, which is called in US busways, I think, and LED busways, and EV charging stations, and earthing materials, and cable trays and ladders. Basically, Gersan is manufacturing all those fields, all those products, and exporting all around the world, around 120 different countries all around the world.
So you are in New York at the OTC studios. You're listing there under the ticker GERLF. Tell me a little bit about why the company is going on the OTCQX.
Okay. Joining the OTCQX Best Market is not merely a financial listing move, it's a clear recognition of our global vision and our ascent in the industrial league. We should evaluate this step along two main axes. First, from an industrial and industry perspective, international brand perception and customer confidence being featured on OTCQX, the highest tier of the US over-the-counter market, significantly enhances our prestige among global main contractors, engineering giants, and energy partners. The second thing is considering on our recent US such as smart balls and other companies, and Germany MGFD, which is Modern Global Finance, focused manufacturing on supply agreements alongside our expansions in the UAE and Netherlands. OTCQX participation provides a strategic foundation that legally and corporately reinforces our partnerships in the US and Western markets. Prestige, presenting a company profile aligned with the US regulatory standards, regulatory standards, strengthens our commercial bargaining power in international tenders and large-scale infrastructure EV charging network projects. From an equity market and investor perspective, transparency and global capital direct access to the US and international investors alongside our shares on Borsa Istanbul US. US-based institutional and retail investors can now directly access our shares in US dollars under the ticker GERLF.
There's a large market in the United States, so there's a good opportunity for the company. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Tell me, you mentioned smart bolts. Tell me a little bit about this recent relationship that you've started up with this company.
Yeah, smart balls as we are working with we have partnership with smart balls by buying the products and selling our products to them for about 10 years. So we know each other for a long time. So we have decided last month to establish a new partnership and incorporate a new joint venture according to produce their products in Turkey with us, and our products manufacture our products in the US with the collaboration and cooperation with Smart Poles. That's all I think.
So, just as we wrap up here, tell me a little bit about some final thoughts and what U.S. investors should be looking at as far as your company is concerned.
I think the last thing what I can to the listing in OTCQX is a very big thing for us because we want to show ourselves in the all global to all global countries, all global investors, which is institutional investors or private investors. So being here, being in the listing in the OTCQX is a very honor for us. So we are happy to be here.
Well, yeah. Enjoy the rest of your trip to New York City. Thank you so much for sharing some time with us, and congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, there's Yahya Engin. He is the Chief Legal Officer for Gersan Elektrik.